play because Liquid, the last game, right? They had this draft that can definitely thrive as it gets to the later stages of the game. But Talon, I mean, even as it gets to the later stages of the game, they ended up just taking it. And I feel like this time we have a bit of a role reversal on who wants to play early and late, right? It looks like Liquid want to be the ones kind of commanding that pace a bit here with their Razor carry with the TA. While Talon, I mean, they want to go for a little bit more later stage, but they can still fight. You know, Talon, they have a very strong team fight lineup that rounds everything together, and I don't think I've ever seen a lineup with more refraction breaking. They have, I mean, all of Phoenix abilities, Kunkka, Torrent, Bat Rider, Doom. There's a lot of ways to break this refraction, so let's see what goes down. Or Nisha.
Q. Should be okay here. We'll take the flame break to knock him back. 2 for 2 on the bounties.
Yep, and let's see how these lanes go. You know, the Kunkka versus the TA, as they said on panel. This TA should have a pretty good time in the mid lane. Of course, refraction can be broken with Torrent and stuff like that, since I believe it's what, 8 instances, I think it is. So yeah, if he lands it, there can be, but for the most part, you're going to be blocking pretty much all of those Tidebringer attacks.
Let's see how Wanisha can do in this matchup.
I'm curious to see how bottom is going to do too. You know, the lane they were talking about, the Earth Spirit plus Oracle. Not traditional, but tons of magical burst versus a Terrorblade.
Zai could be in trouble. Because level 1, he does not have the roll.
Pretty dead.
And he's got no way out. First blood for Ollie.
Little over aggro. Blood Grenade comes out, didn't get the Dispel in time. So yeah, a different approach going for this Earth Spirit off lane, and we'll see how he's going to be able to CS down here, because it's 23 playing his most comfortable hero, right? Yes. He's playing his Terrorblade, definitely set up for success since he's playing versus a TA and stuff like that. And I mean,
because overall, how do you feel of the success of Earth Spirit in the off-lane position when you've seen it?
Don't know how much I like it. I just feel like it's so OP in the mid lane that why, like, do you really want to move it away from that role? A lot of times, that's all. He's just so insane when he gets that type of priority of farm and level.
Sure.
Like, this is going to be slowed down a decent amount.
And I feel like there would have been other teams that, yeah, they would have been okay putting the Earth Spirit against the Kunkka, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You might be able to kick him under the... You know, there's definitely advantages, and it's not terrible, right?
No. I'm wondering why they wanted to go down that route, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, maybe if Nisha's able to get this really good lead against Makoto, then we'll start to see the potential of the TA snowballing from the mid lane.
Definitely potential for that. Top, some nice flame breaks, actually, from Q. We saw the initial one, bottom when they went for him. He's actually breaking the Link. So it's only 20 damage Link that he got on that one on Jabs. He was actually able to break it again, so nicely done. Jabs still has to be pretty careful up here. This is a very oppressive lane that Liquid has.
Zai on the bottom lane, just having to go through these salves, through this regen.
He's still level 1.
We'll see on the replay here.
That's just I think it's just a Link break, but... attempted Link breaks.
Okay, anyway.
Thank you, production. I love it. But yeah, bottom, look at this. 13-7 to 5-0. So the experiment that they wanted to go for double nukes, the experiment's not working, Owen. Not at all.
Is not looking like a good lane for Liquid.
This is looking brutal. Zai could still just die at pretty much any situation here.
Oh.
One hit.
He's got 8 stick charges.
Gotta use it.
He's got the stick charges, but this is not a fun position to be in.
This is grim.
Like, are they getting more regen out? What do you do? Do you walk back to base and then TP back out? How do you play your way out of this sort of start?
I feel like I'm just going to see both of them die. Both Boxy and Zai are going to die in a second down here. They're going to have to, like, pull lane or something like that.
They got the courier. They got 23's boots.
That's good.
Zai was able to snipe that, so that...
But they can't look at the lane. They can't... I haven't seen them CS in a minute and a half or something. Well, this is going to be quite a difficult recovery. Nisha, you've got your work cut out for you, my friend, on this mid-TA. You better stop the lane, because otherwise Liquid... This is looking already a little awkward.
I mean, what can Zai do with these creeps? I feel like Ollie's just going to chase him and kill him.
Yep. I mean, look at 23's probably going to chase him out too, and maybe even connect the creep wave. Well, let's see. I mean, this is some... he's got to try to do something, but he might also...
Zai... Is he going to die?
He's all right, but 80 HP...
Might have to walk back to base. I mean, how do you have any impact in this sort of state?
He has 6 lasted still. Jabs? Looks like he might go down up top. He's a little speedy because of the speed aura. He's actually able to run away. Boots, Windlace, plus that movement speed.
I mean, at this point, Boxy's getting more out of this lane than Zai is.
I mean, he literally.
Getting the XP, and as soon as he's going to overtake him in CS. You know, we've sort of seen Boxy be able to sort of shift roles with whoever he's been partnered with on this lane before.
He's trying to force the
Fire Spirit's up in a second if Ollie hits them.
He's got the dispel.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's all right.
And he does have a lot of one charges, yeah. Still on 14 one charges. So Boxy can hover around this lane, but that's all he can do. He can just hover around it.
What level is I? Oh god, he's level 2. Okay, move the rolls. I mean, he's now he's fully relegated. Has 4 positions.
I think so, right.
Holy crap, I haven't seen such a rough start in the offlane in a very long time. And it's not even like it's that many deaths. It's 1 death, but the way that they played and they're just zoning, and the wave constantly keeps getting pushed in, so 23 is just getting all these free denies.
And 23 is having the dream start. You can't ask for anything more as a Terrorblade in the safe lane, and as you said, it's a 23 Terrorblade. It's his best hero, and he's getting this sort of start.
Terrifying. I can't look like watch. He cannot walk up to CS. He has to use Boulder Smash, and he's still only level 2. He actually just has to kick him away, and he's still under the threat.
Gonna have to roll away as well, maybe. So much he's bullied by this.
Well,
he's got a fresh set of tangos out.
That's brutal.
A little bit of regen.
And Mikoto, I mean, he's doing pretty okay in mid lane. It's to be expected that the TA is 32 and 10, but Mikoto kind of holding his own. And Jabs just keeps surviving. You know, this is a lane where there could have been potential for him to get chased down the first few levels because of all the slow.
It might get him in.
He's fast. Let's see. He's got the healing Lotus.
Oh, you're right. He has still got the Lotus at the ready.
He's all right. That speed is
for the kill.
I mean, 400 movement speed. Oh, Razor, only 325.
Yeah, not an easy lane for him, but getting infinitely more out of it than Zaya's on the other side.
Oh yeah, and he's getting stacks. Q is already getting those prepared, probably for the Kunkka, but either way, he might be able to just sap if he needs to as this Doom. Level 6 on the Kunkka now. And definitely potential for, even though Nisha's having such a good time, there's definitely potential to kill Nisha, right? They have this boat, they've got ways to break the refraction, so if they make the rotations for the supports, which they could just do because honestly 23 might not even need too much help bottom anymore, they do have ways to be able to set up and gank those lanes that are going well for Liquid. Zai.
I mean, if he can block off the roll, Ollie, he can't. We'll get held in position by the root of Boxy. So Zai's able to get the angle to get out. Top lane Q!
Missed uphill!
Oh, he'll still go down. And Nisha would have been there regardless to help finish him off. They should manage to get Jabs too. He's trying to bring down Insane. Will get the kill. But he'll certainly be very dead for that one. Mickey getting the double. A much well-needed cleanup there for Liquid on that top lane.
Yep, and oh, the Wisdom Rune. Zai's like, please, I need this. Oh god, no.
He's not getting it. There's the 3 of Talon. Boxy's going to try and step in to see if he can at least pick it up in his last moments, and he does get it. Mission success there for Boxy.
Did Zai got the experience from an Unearth thing, right? So.
He must have been right because he's the lowest right now on the team elsewhere.
Yeah, I believe so. He was. Yeah, he went up. He got that XP. I mean, much needed XP, but whew. Brutal stuff. Other 2 lanes though going well, right? We see that Razor, that TA are doing excellent, but when you see this Terrorblade in the matchups that he's versed, especially versus the TA, get him off to such a good start. Show the Talon fans are feeling very good at the moment.
Yeah, I just can't imagine 23 loses many of the games where he gets this sort of a start on his Terrorblade.
Yeah. Lane's being moved. Boxy predicting this kind of rotation. 3 heroes from Talon.
Mickey's attempting to turn, and he'll succeed. Takes out Jabs. Might be able to get Ollie here as well. He will. So Mickey. Now, whilst 23 might be having all the free farm in the world down bottom, Mickey up top, you know, he's level. He's getting just as much in the farm and yeah, getting involved in all this action that Talon are kind of handing towards him. Liquid backing up Mickey and making sure that he continues to come out on top. 4 kills already in this safe lane.
Yeah, great read from Boxy. Just identifying that they were going to go for that there. All 3 of those heroes, I mean, they commit their spells, he just dispels, puts a Fate's Edict. This is a really powerful Oracle pick. When we saw, you know, the tree was picked, there was all magic damage coming out from Talon, so then they picked that Oracle to try to counteract it, and there, we see its merit. I'm looking forward to see the interaction, of course, with the Doom and False Promise. I'm pretty sure it's, like, you know, they're mentioning, you know, the same as the AA, right? If the Doom is active, when the False Promise ends,
you don't get the
heal, but if
burst at the end.
You will if the Doom wears off. So I'm starting to get some slight breathing room. Very slight. And Q, yeah, just continuing to get the stacks. Boxy now starting to get a couple stacks for himself too. Get the TA enabled. And all things considered, could have been worse, you know. He's only 400 behind his counterpart, Zai, that is. Highest amount of last hits, at 82.
No, that's pretty well.
That is pretty damn high. Level 8 as well. And it looks like they're actually trying to go for this invasion play. I mean, Mickey just got, I think, like 4 or 5 of those last hits with the plasma field there. Mickey is very tanky right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really good start for Mickey.
Yeah. I mean, look at his HP. If he's on strength treads, he's sitting like 1600 HP. Seeds of Serenity, treads, Falcon Blade, all these early game items that he's picked up. Scary. Especially when he's got the backup of like these oracles and trees. It could be difficult for them to focus fire down Mickey.
23 is going to move up to the top lane, help with some pressure onto this tower. Knows that they have potential. Jabs with the 6 if he wants to steal the Doom and go for a move if Liquid step up.
Talon with a nice pressure play, but I think Zai is probably the one who's the most happiest.
All right.
He's like, yes, the lane.
Space.
Yep, he can actually get some farm. Vestal's actually, the timing on it doesn't look like it's going to be that bad.
No, he's continuing to recover.
Yep.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's actually fairly good timing. You know, sometimes we do see like those 10 to 12 minute Spirit Vessels come out, so. Talon will persist and get the tower versus Living Armor.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Setting up bottom now also Mikoto. Sees Zai a little low. Trying to bait the roll. The roll is able to disengage it. 23. Being a little bit of trouble up here.
He's got full Wanderness
He
under.
does, yeah. He swaps the heals.
And Liquid know it, they're backing off.
Yeah, nicely done. That was quick. I mean, whenever I watch some of these players, the way that they swap the items in so quick, it's like the second he started getting linked, he swapped his Quelling Blade out for the Healing Lotus, just prepping just in case if he needs it. Bottom. Q, very low mana. Does have also 16 wand charges. Nisha in the area to perhaps try. Nisha now level 11 also. Finish off that Ancient stack.
Yeah, this TA is huge.
He's very big.
Radiant structures.
Bottom tower almost dead. They're going to actually use the glyph, it looks like, to keep that catapult alive for the last attack. And it will finish off the tower.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Nisha and Boxy were hovering around Zai just in case Talon did try and make a play
Under attack.
towards the Earth Spirit, but they won't go.
This game much quieter than the last. I feel like we were already having absolute chaos happening at the 12-minute mark in the last game. This one, both teams content with just kind of sitting back, farming these stacks.
I think that's going to be the thing to see this game, right? You know, Nisha and Mickey obviously having a very comparable start to the game as 23 is on his Terrorblade. But imagine in terms of the heroes, right, Terrorblade would be considered to have that edge carrying against a TA and a Razor, right?
Yes.
The Terrorblade, he's going to feel like the king.
I mean, once he gets like Manta Scotty, the usual timing, it's even more beneficial because it's 2 ranged cores, right? So that's going to really hurt once he gets that online. And he's going to have the way to dispel the tree root and everything like that too, so. And the lack of egg hitting, it might also become an apparent issue also there for Liquid.
Sure.
They don't really have the best ones that can just walk in and hit it early on.
It's just going to be a question of, will there be a point of this game where they will manage to burst a Terrorblade?
Yeah.
You know, can Liquid's heroes blow up a Terrorblade? I don't know. I think it's unlikely.
We'll have to see. In Nisha, he's very high level, so perhaps because of all that big damage he can burst out, but we'll see. Might be difficult. Definitely could be. Bottom Q shows himself.
That'll be a freebie.
Yep.
Another one for Mickey.
He'll claim that. Sorry, Nisha. Not for you. Neck and neck. Less than 1K lead. Tower will fall. So all 3 tier 1s now taken at a pretty good timing. Talon, they're playing versus Treant Protector. This is kind of your goal. Take out those tier 1s, ideally pre-15, and they have done that. On the flip side though, Liquid, they'll get their own trade. I feel like anytime Mickey's there, it's going to be a bit difficult for them to contest versus him unless they have like 3 or 4 numbers or a Doom on top of him. But right now, Jabs, he's greedy. He's 4-4. Hasn't saved the skill point, so no Doom available.
Should be pretty dead hit. Yeah. Hit him with a roll. After Supernova, actually, no, he might have the chance to turn this around with the backup that he's getting.
No.
Nah, he's going to get fully burst.
Mickey's just way too tanky.
Just going to try and see if they can chase for more. Zai leading forward. Not going to be able to get the catch on anyone else, though. So Talon, they'll back off. They'll lose the one of them.
Yeah, I'm sure they like clicked on Jabs and they're like, okay, Jab. The 4-4 skill build by Jabs going into, I believe, the Midas as well too. So just going for that full greed onto him. And as we've been seeing now for these Kunkas, I think the build has kind of just been established now for most players. Phase, you can get a Bracer if you'd like, Blade Mail, and then you go to your Shard into your Heart, and maybe in this game could maybe go Halberd eventually or something like that, but the Blade Mail, Heart with the Shard. Love when I see these Kunkas by Shard at 15. It is incredible. In pretty much every game, there's always something that you can do, like you can break heroes apart, bring them into your team. You know, this one, breaking Link. Probably one of those important things, so. Yeah, slow-paced game. 3 to 6, 15 minutes.
Step lively now. Your Admiral is on board.
Smoke time from Liquid.
Okay.
They want to try and use the power of Nisha right now.
If he gets
strong.
What, if he gets like 2 kills or something, maybe the 3rd kill, Deso is pretty much going to be finished up.
Ollie.
Mind.
Get the dive off, but Mika and Nisha are there. In on top of him, and they're ready to go for Jabs as well.
Yep.
Quick couple of kills for Liquid.
I mean, back-to-back deaths for Jabs. Still doesn't have Doom skilled either. He just gets grabbed immediately. And now, Zai, he's actually about to hit level 10. He's got his Spirit Vessel, his Blade Mail, and Jabs is honestly only level 8. And he only has like, what, 700 more gold than this Earth Spirit, who was level 2 at the almost 5.
Yeah, no, Zai's crushing it on the recovery, which is kind of classic Zai stuff.
Sure, it
back in like the secret days, right? You would see Zai go to the offlane, sometimes have a really rough time in those first few minutes, but he would never die too much. I mean, this game only ended up dying once in the lane, and has kept his cool and has really, really grinded his way back into the action on this one, and is able to be that initiator that they do need.
Yeah.
He can throw himself in first. Suddenly Talon are turning to try and focus the Spirit with spells. It gives Nisha all the freedom in the world to get his position with his Blink Dagger and clean up the kills.
Absolutely. Zai knows this, like you said. You know, back playing with Yapstar, he was used to being the 4 position, so. Okay.
And then Makoto toying around with him.
Sandy's got Blink.
Makoto's got the haste.
He's out. He's too fast. Can they catch him?
I mean, Zai's trying to get the angle. Haste still persisting for quite some time, though. Zai still wants to chase.
Can he get the kickback? Oh, he's trying to get the kickback into perhaps like the Root or a Dispel, but can't quite get the reach. And now Talon, they're the ones swinging over themselves. Jabs.
Q's got his Blink. He's in. Starts things off on the box. He's going to go forward. Nisha's ready to turn and take down Q pretty much immediately. They've got the root onto 23. 23 is getting surrounded. The egg. They can't the team get down in time. They've got it, but the false promise is there
what a heal
to save Mickey. Nisha's going to be the new focus here from Makoto and 23, and they'll get him. Refraction's going to be taken out. Oh, mate, they don't have detection. Do they not have detection? He's melted. He's actually able to pop back out. Nisha's still alive. Nisha's still alive. Finally, he falls. But it took them so much. They've lost everyone outside of Makoto. As Makoto, the last man standing here for Talon, and he won't be standing for long. They'll get the pushback with the tidal wave, but another charger there when the Spirit Vessel. Zai rolls forward. They get the team wipe, Liquid.
Oh man, what a play. Boxy comes in clutch at the end there, gets that save onto Mika, heals him up. Kind of perfect timing. Things were looking a little chaotic there for Liquid for a second because of 23 getting that cleanup, but Boxy coming in clutch.
All the little things there for Liquid, just able to take out that Supernova pretty much in the final moments.
Yep.
Very, very close situation.
I mean, Mickey was instant.
Full focus. In fact, it was all him. All Mickey there, getting all the hits in required to take down Ollie, and as you said, Boxy having his back covered with that clutch false promise. And Nisha just being able to live as long as he did here, because these two cores, they didn't have detection on the front line, so he gets off another meld hit, helps them burst through 23, helps them burst through Jabs, and that's more than enough for the rest of Liquid to clean up a team wipe.
All because, like honestly, because Boxy lives the initial go, right? If Boxy gets caught and dies on that first grab there from the Batrider, completely different situation perhaps, so. Big stuff, and Boxy now after that, a full Blink Dagger I think is finished up. Nisha Deso is done, get some charges too, so yeah, pretty big sequence there for Liquid. Zai almost level 12.
It looks like Talon, they want to go straight away.
Okay.
Again for another play. Smoke up for the 3 of them.
Feeling strong, even though they don't have meta. Jabs.
Found Jabs. I mean, Jabs, he's out.
He is looking pretty dead. Another Deso stack.
Now, Liquid getting a sizable lead now with these kills and with the gold.
Mika just massive. BKB Manta finished.
I mean, good luck killing him. BKB Manta with the backup of Boxy. As clutch as it has been so far, this is not going to be an easy target to take down.
No, and as we've seen, Mikke in that last fight, he can just solo kill the egg. Until it's level 12 on the Phoenix, that egg is just going to get killed by the Razor by himself if he's just able to stand his ground.
Now with the blink on Boxy, it's going to be very easy for him to find those safe spots to ensure that he does always get the false promise off.
And he got the Eye of his ear. I've completely changed on this item. It's actually one of my favorite tier 2s now for a while on the supports. Boxy just playing it very nicely here. Nisha, level 15 now, finished up. Rosh soon on the menu. Yeah, 23's timings, you know, he got slowed down massively now after that death. They get a lot finished up there on Liquid, and you know, this Tower Blade who had the absolute most freedom in this game, his Scotty timing is going to be delayed now versus those two range cores.
Yeah. And he needs to get that finished before they try and force another fight.
Yep. But it feels like Liquid's going to probably look to make another move here. I mean, Rosh, it's making its way down bottom, so Nisha, yeah, he's just going to set up for it.
Yeah, it's a free rush.
Yeah, they can't contest this one. Jabs. I mean, for Talon, Jabs desperately needs Blink Dagger and stuff like that. He's getting closer and closer to it, but their initiation is definitely a little bit awkward. Now playing into this Aegis, and almost a full BKB on Nisha. Fights might start getting a little complicated for 23, or for Talon in particular, if they can't get like the dream jump.
See how aggressive Liquid want to get with this Aegis.
Ollie, careful Ollie. He's got the stick. And Ollie will get it, so gets blessed with his shard this time around. Boxy actually, I don't even think ended the game having his last time on the Phoenix. Is a really powerful one. But still only level 10, so still not quite that level 2 Supernova yet. How's Q's bling? Yeah, Q's had it for a bit too. He's level 12.
Radiant are scanning.
I guess Talon, they will not want to fight into this Aegis, right? This is going to be a few minutes of just making sure that 23's area of the map is covered and safe, and you can just keep farming.
At least get the Scotty
done.
Yeah, exactly. Mikoto also, I mean, the Aghanims is halfway there or so, too, so maybe they just try to avoid some fights, maybe just look for some pickoffs in particular until they get those two timings. Because that will make the fight a lot stronger. Level 12 Phoenix, Aghanims Kunkka, and then the Scotty on the Terror Blade. Those would be three really peak timings for them to try to pressure versus Liquid. The moment right now, though, Liquid,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
they're the aggressors.
Another BKB.
I was wondering what Insania's saving. Maybe he's just going for like kind of Hallelujah, like Refresher or something for the Treant Protector.
I mean, we've seen one Midas already today.
That is true, because he's on 2k gold, and this is, you know, I was talking about Tree last game. Shard is super value on this hero after you get Blink even, so we'll see what he wants. Mikoto?
Gonna try and go on him. He's got the Blade Mail and the run buff.
A lot of damage.
Doesn't matter, yeah, he's dead. Oh, that's a bit of a wishful TP there. Not gonna happen.
Another Deso stack.
Scotty's done though. 23's got his item complete.
Okay. One timing, but Mikoto's timing completely slowed down. Oh, look at this eye.
He's kind of cross. He knows that 23 was around here.
But he doesn't have any buddies over
here, and
so
doesn't have sort of the information to be able to go up into that high ground area. Smoke up as well from Talon. They were ready to react, Ollie, Q, and Jabs.
So I guess just the Scotty timing itself is, that's what they feel like is going to be a timing for them to fight.
I mean, and they're going to be strong with this. If Jabs can get in and do one person, Q can get in and lasso another, they're going to have a good shot at taking a team fight. They're looking for Nisha.
Okay.
Get in with the lasso, but the false promise will be there immediately to try and keep Nisha safe. Nisha trying to escape this. 23 with the Metamorphosis beating
nice
into
tank.
TA. Is able to blink out to the side, but he'll still pop. That's the Aegis gone. See if Talon can set up to take down Nisha a second time. Nisha's got the BKBs turning towards 23. 23's getting burst pretty low. 23 is potentially in trouble. Mickey's in with the BKB and the link on top of it. 23's out.
What did he sunder?
It must have been used early in the fight because he did not have it in that moment of need.
I heard it, but I actually didn't see what he targeted, but I don't think he got anything from it. Unless I'm blind.
We'll check on the replay, but as it is, you know, they may have got the Aegis out of Nisha, but they don't get anything else.
No.
Talon, they lose two. They're going to lose a tier 2 tower. Now Mikoto, he's also going to get caught by Zai. Zai's able to roll forward, get the kickback. Nisha and Mickey closing in upon him. Liquid, they're able to take the Kunkka down as well.
Oh, they're getting so much out of these last few moments. Up to a 6K lead. Tier 2's dropping. Nisha 12. Deso, level 18 on this TA. Level 17 on Razor. They're going for more. I mean, that was everything used there from Talon, and they really didn't take out much of anything. Again, what, they got Boxy and they got the Aegis.
See how much they can slow down this push without Mikoto.
I think they'll start to back away.
They'll respect the respawns, Liquid. We'll see again in the replay what exactly happened. So Sunder was at the ready. Where did it come out?
Did he just use it on the BKB? Oh, he used it on his own illusion.
What?
That's what I thought. I knew something was up.
No.
I knew something was weird because he lost health, I felt like.
I mean, it's clear he was going for Nisha. But I guess sort of between Nisha...
Oh, God, he killed himself. All right, well, I knew something was weird.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's what you get when we praise him, right? When you're praising the level 30 Terrorblade. Sunder's his own illusion.
Well, you know. 8K lead now for Liquid. 18-7.
Yep. You know, we had Mickey Chrono his own team before, and now we had 23.
That's true. You know, maybe just the ultimates for these two carries aren't their strong points when it comes to mastering the heroes.
Yeah. And Mikoto, I mean, Mikoto's timing is completely shot. Back to back to back. 3 deaths, if I'm not mistaken, in a row for him. And he was halfway to Aghanims, and he's still just about halfway to Aghanims. He's about to have, I mean, get the third component, but massively stagnated. And Liquid getting some big stuff out of that last fight. Lincoln's was already finished on the Razor.
Yep.
Boxy now has an Aether Lens for distance, so he can keep himself super far back. And Nisha's already prepped for the next item that's coming up from the TB. The MKB is done. So, some really good timings that Liquid's been able to hit here after these last few fights as Q.
Ah, he's gone.
Gone. Game looking tough.
That is. But I feel like we have had games from Liquid where they've had this sort of a lead and doesn't always end the way they hope for, folks. So, you know, hold on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. We could still be in for a bumpy ride.
This is very, very true. Breaking the high ground, as we always say with Liquid.
Hasn't been going too great this tournament.
No. They don't have to worry about the Fatal Bonds ruining them this time, but they got some stuff to worry about. There's the lasso that can pull them into base. There's a tidal wave pull them into base. So,
and there is that sort of, you know, carry-esque hero of the Terrorblade that if you don't jump the high ground and deal with him, you're just going to be jumping into him. And if 23 is able to keep himself alive, be a bit more successful with the Sunders, and suddenly he's turning around the team fight from the high ground offense.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, that's the best place for a Terrorblade, right? It's like the sniper kind of thing.
Stand
He's
your
sitting
ground.
so far back you can't actually get to him, and that's where the glass cannon kind of thrives. He's just going dataless. I don't blame him. He probably saw that this MKB was being built too, so he's just like, yeah, there's no reason. He just needs raw damage.
Yeah, just out DPS him.
Yep, needs to try for it. Jabs, disassembles, goes for his Lotus Orb now too, so has some ways to play around versus some of the stuff versus the Link for his buddy. Yeah, 12K lead. Liquid with a sizable one.
I'll see if they try and push for the high ground or if they'll just hold back for the Roche.
How are these Lincolns looking too? So Lincolns, yeah, just on the Razor right now, right? Yeah.
Just trying to get one on Nisha as well, but he's still quite a bit away from it.
And did you see Insania? Aghanims, it's pretty much done for the tree.
I mean, he had the money, right?
Yep, and he's got it. So more and more map control. This is actually so hard to play now and get out. You're playing versus TA traps, and you're going to be playing versus Triags. So vision's going to be absolutely everywhere. Now Liquid looking strong in this one. Mikoto, timing has been hit. Aghanim's finished for the Kunkka. They buy him a gem. At this point, they need this gem. You're playing versus the TA traps, and, you know, versus the Triags that's coming out, so.
They're going to smoke up, trying to probably check the Roshan area, as Roshan does have the potential to respawn in about 25 seconds.
They have really good ways of picking heroes off, of course. It's just Liquid's not really giving them opportunity of any pickoffs. I feel like they're always kind of just playing behind each other. Playing behind Mickey in particular this game. 9-0-7. Having a flawless performance this time around.
23 will opt to get the Hurricane Pike finished before he goes for the completed Daedalus.
Okay. His courier is flying right through Liquid's team, though.
So not only might he lose out on getting that, information is also going to be given there. Intel on top of 23. It's caught by the silence. Same to be said here for the poor old Phoenix. Ollie's still able to get the Supernova off. Supernova will be there in time. They'll have to keep their distance from it. The tidal wave will bring Mickey close to the supernova, gets him caught in the stun. 23, he's trying to get out through the
He
twin
just goes
gate.
through the
He'll
gate.
actually succeed with that. He gets out through the twin gate. The rest of his team's going to have to bail. As Q, he'll get caught. Ollie will manage to TP out there. So Talon, they'll make the executive decision to get away from that fight.
Oh, and nobody took any damage. Liquid is literally full HP.
Zai's chasing them across the map here. Won't quite find Jabs.
He
Jabs. He's going to be fine. He's going to be fine.
jabs.
But yeah, Talon, they did their best to cut their losses there. They still ended up losing 3 heroes, of course. Jabs coming in with a buyback.
Nice twin gate, honestly. I was like, is 23 like lagging or something? No, he was just standing there.
It did look funny because he was sort of just standing still, but yeah, he was just channeling through the twin gate. He has been caught under the tier 2 though. They're in onto 23. He'll be able to slide up to the high ground with a hurricane pike, but
can he get out
on top of him with the static link. Is there any further way to help 23? This is a bit of a dive from Mickey. It's not going to succeed. They don't manage to kill him. Mickey?
He's got boxing.
Okay. He should be fine. Zai as well.
He's got the homies.
In position to make sure he gets out of it. Q. He's going to try and continue this fight as he jumps in on top of Liquid. Mickey. It's falling pretty low. Makoto get any further control, Linkers is going to be there to block the X mark. Mickey, he's ready for round 2, goes in with a false promise, and the static link turns straight towards the Kunkka. Makoto gets destroyed.
All right,
get
Mickey.
Off the Torrent Storm here in time. Mickey puts the BKB, he's fully incredible. 23 slides in with a Hurricane Pike, trying to finish up Mickey, but he can't quite find him. Mickey.
Is he really going to live?
He's up to the high ground, he gets away. Mickey,
gets out.
He'll live.
He's like, thank you, team. I knew I was fine.
Oh, good block there for Q. He's able to get the jump in, blocks off the attempted rollout from Zai. So, Talon, they'll get something.
Mickey getting Zai and Boxy killed, I believe, there, but it's
a little
all right.
bit of a dive.
He got out.
We love to see them. And yeah, Mickey himself, you know, like, hey, guys, it's fine. I didn't die.
I'm alive.
I got out.
Yep. Big fights. Liquid smashing the top fight into just a big sequence afterwards.
Roshan is up, though. So, Talon.
They've got ults. How long on Doom? 50 seconds.
Can they walk in and take this? I mean, Liquid's setting up, you know, Insania's around the pit, getting his trees up.
I don't think they kill it fast enough.
They need 23 and he's not with them right now.
Yeah. Oh,
he's
far forward.
He's doing a bit of shopping.
Okay, and he shows himself by killing the courier.
I mean, he does get the courier. That was Nisha's Lincoln Sphere recipe. So they'll put the Lincoln Sphere on delay.
Yeah, they don't have. They have nowhere near enough time to be able to kill it.
No.
Nisha making his way back down. Hex full finish there onto Mickey.
Dire are scanning.
They might want to fight this Liquid, but then at the same time, Talon might want to fight this as well.
Talon probably feels like they have to fight this. This is a position that they don't want to give this Roche for free, but Zai's just going to go in, give information.
See what he can find. He's going to go straight in. He's looking to try and get on top of the Phoenix, but we'll get the drag back there with the X-Mark, bringing Zai away from the Phoenix for now. Still the jump with the burst. He's able to take Ollie down. Ollie buys back immediately. See Mickey trying to get on top of 23, but the static is going to break. He did not manage to keep the static link going, and now he's been doomed. They're trying to tell the silence has gone onto the 23. He's falling pretty low, but Zai, he's having to try and roll out of this one. The Thunder will be used for 23 outdoors Q to put her a bit of his HP. 23 stays alive, cleans up. Double kill for the Terrorblade.
Nicely done there from Ollie. Ollie has not been spending any gold this game because I think he's just focused so much on the buybacks. So much attention. Zai's just going for him every single time.
Now they could go for the rush.
Now they potentially can.
Meta's still up.
How the BKB's looking, both on cooldown.
They're healing up here with the Sunray. Liquid they're going to want to jump this. It's 4 versus 5.
Meta's falling off right now, too.
At the least they could try for a steal.
There's still an egg at the ready. Ollie trying to keep himself hidden.
There's guys in Insania, but Insania with the blink. Okay.
He's running in. The storm ready.
I mean, 23 to get caught by the bash. He puts the Manta. He's looking for some sort of Thunder attempt. He's able to get it back up to full HP. Takes Mickey's HP. Mickey running up to the high ground, attempting to escape Makoto. Keeping his distance with the static. Makoto will die. Nisha, he's in trouble. Jabs steps forward with the invertible blade. Nisha goes down. Roshan will fall. 23 picks up the Aegis and the cheese.
Talon
Nisha out for 80.
They're doing it. Get some big kills. Mickey.
Boxy and Mickey, they're still hanging around.
Mickey?
I mean, Mickey, he's got back in on this fight. I mean, they have got the Hex on the 23. They'll get the Aegis out of his hand.
Okay.
Can they do it again?
They're striking back.
So they can take down 23 a second time. Mickey's got to continue to just sort of dance around the edge, keep his distance. Zai rolls across.
False promises back up.
What could 23 do on his own? He still has the cheese if he wants to pop it for this fight. He will. He has got a Thunder as well.
Oh.
Wait out the Spirit Vessel. There it is. Gets the Thunder off before he gets caught by the Hex. That might be the last that he has to sort of try and keep himself alive, as he's completely isolated. Liquid, they will manage to bring him down.
Insania gets the kills with the root. Nice control.
Yeah, good call from Liquid to try and go back in on the fight. You know, Mickey was low, but seizes the opportunity to just start the action off, knowing that they could take down 23 twice, get rid of that Aegis, and take him out of the game. And now at a point where there's 4 dead on Talon, 3 of them, they don't have buyback.
Yeah, and I think Boxy is definitely making an argument to Insania to be like, hey man, I might be the priority Oracle player. How many saves was that there?
I mean,
Mickey dropped to,
great.
right? Mickey dropped to 100 HP a couple times there, gets the heals, gets the resets, so really good support plays coming out from Liquid to keep Mickey at this 13-0.
Yeah, and the Iron build from Mickey definitely having great impact this game. Just building to survive with the BKB and the Manta, and then getting this Hex into the mix. We're seeing it be quite the issue for some of the heroes of Talon. He's able to control them, get these links off, and surviving through pretty much everything that Talon throw at him right now. Mickey is looking at the KDA, absolutely unkillable. 13-0-12 on the Razor this game.
Looking real hot. I mean, he was set up for success after that laning phase, and so far so good.
But still, the high ground push does stand between Liquid and the victory.
Absolutely true. And as we see their Talon, they still have some situations where they can win some fights, but, I mean, part of the fights. Just as long as it doesn't persist too long versus Liquid.
And now Boxy, he's not going to be able to save everyone.
No. But he is level 18. Now he's got max. Max ult, low cooldown, super far cast range. And so, I mean, honestly, like, this has been a pretty phenomenal Earth Spirit performance with, like we said, you know, starts the game off in one of the roughest positions ever, but I feel like he's doing his job perfectly. He keeps getting on top of this Phoenix. He's making Ollie really just have a pretty miserable time to try to get off that egg. He's getting focus fired so many times here. And now another Lincoln's to boot, so what, that's 3 Lincolns they're gonna have to try to pierce through. So good luck, Jabs.
I think sort of the next time that Liquid want to bear in mind is sort of, you know, 23 closing in on the Satanic, right?
Yeah.
Once he has the Satanic, there could be the potential for those sort of situations like we saw earlier, where he is able to sort of kind of turn and 1v2, 1v3, you know, once you have that item online for the Terror Blade. So
yeah,
Liquid might want to try and force a push before that next piece of the puzzle is done for the Terror Blade.
Mikoto actually has a defensive item finally now too. You know, he was just getting kind of shredded in every single one of these team fights and getting controlled. Now he has a way to actually protect himself a little bit versus this pesky Earth Spirit in particular. BKB's done. Almost 20 also on Mikoto, so soon to have that big talent, I think that, I mean, at least that I like to talk about on the Kunkka. You know, that 80 Torrent AoE is insane when you have Torrent Storm. Everyone's getting hit by it.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah, especially a point at the game where what are the BKB durations down to? They're down to the low ones, right?
6
second on TA and 6 second on Razor. So this Torrent Storm will be throwing you up in the air at some point at the team fight.
Yep.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah, and even if you don't get hit by it, you're going to get slowed because of how, you know, the buff, of course, how crazy it is. Yeah.
Got to somehow sort of bait it out and reset and then get back in.
That's a nice item if you've got this type of map control. Nisha, still one of the best items, of course, the Ninja Gear. So, besides them just keeping all these lanes shoved in, they're maximizing as much farm as possible and constricting Talon. Again, these Ninja Gears for the ganks. Soon 25 on TA also.
23. So able to get that pickup. Satanic's done for him.
Whoop. Die.
They can catch him on the way back to the base. He's got the Manta. There's the slow. He'll be fine. He's able to back off. So Satanic is done. 23, he is more than ready to fight. And they're going to go for this with the smoke.
They want to try. Lincoln's broken.
See what sort of a catch they can get. They'll go for Zai. Lasso, Doom, everything. But the false promise is there. Boxy able to get the false promise on to Zai. Supernova's coming out. Can Liquid take it down? They've got nobody hitting the egg.
No one's hitting it.
It's going to be successful. Liquid, they might have to bail on this one. Just let Zai die. Mickey, he tries to help Zai out, but the false promise, of course, was already used onto Zai. There was no way for Mickey to be saved.
Oh, they tried to fight it anyway.
I think they had to run. They had to just let Zai go down. As soon as the false promise come out onto Zai, you know, Boxy has said he can't save them all, Fogged.
I mean, that is a huge... Who gets the last hit on it, too?
He doesn't have buyback. 2 dead without buyback for a full minute for Liquid.
Oh, God, we've seen this before. We saw this yesterday from Liquid, too. A huge fight. They just commit everything. Literally blow every single spell. Doesn't matter if it gets dispelled. They force the fight, and they can't hit the egg.
I mean, I guess that's why Mickey felt he could go in, right?
I guess
he was like, everything has been used on Zai. And Boxy's like, yes, everything has been used on Zai, including my false promise. I can't save you. And yeah, Mickey gets caught out on top of Zai going down. And as I say, they're both dead. This is a chance for Talon to push up to the high ground with no Warrior of a Razor or an Earth Spirit.
All right, this tower is dropping. 23 kills it fast. Did they get the creep wave, though? It's going to be coming up.
A new one's coming in.
Nisha's going to try to get his own push going as well. Talon.
With the fortification.
Can never count out the 23 Terrorblade.
No.
And Mikoto is now 20. So Torrent Talent's online as well, too. We saw how amazing that Torrent Storm was last fight. Gonna get even more threatening.
They managed to push them back. Yep. So no racks to be taken as of yet, but a definite solid punch back there from Talon.
Absolutely, right? They push him all the way back, and that's going to give time for cooldowns to come back too, right? Everything's going to be back up for Talon when Liquid respawns and tries to go for this push again. So.
And time for 23 to get his next item done on top of the Satanic, queuing up the late game BKB.
Okay. What neutral items did they get as well too? They got a Spell Prism for him, so more frequency of his thing. I don't know if anybody... Okay, Doom also got a Ninja Gear, so positioning now for Jab's a little bit easier. Liquid still have to give this respect to this big team fight, this big Terrorblade.
Timing on Roche, 1 minute until when we see when it's back up.
I think Boxy actually cannot use False Promise on anybody.
Okay,
I think you actually just have to maybe be like, whatever, he's gone, right?
Yeah.
It's tough to make this type of call, but...
Yeah, if someone's been doomed and lassoed, a high chance that there ain't no saving that.
Yeah. We might just have to just wait to save either Nisha or Mickey. Nisha has hit level 25. He's camping on the high ground.
He's scouting this out.
Mikoto.
He's trying to check the Roche pit. But already at the side, the Hex has caught 23. Mickey's in with the BKB and the Stallion on top of the Terrorblade. Mickey's is going to lose the Terrorblade. The Terrorblade's able to slide over the gap there with a Hurricane Pike. Supernova's there. Mickey focusing the egg. Can Mickey finish it off? He can! They take the egg down. They take down Q. And now they look to take more. Jabs to fall. Mickey, this time,
look at 23 go.
Promise. Looking over towards Mikoto. Can 23 carry this fight pretty much on his own? Everybody else dying around him. He gets caught by second round of the Hex. The stun's in. They take 23 down. Liquid, this fight is theirs.
Buybacks. A lot of them. All of them.
All of them. Okay. Talon, they want to try and turn this. Ollie, he's caught by the root. That's Ollie going down for a second time in this fight. I don't know if these buybacks
23 completed.
He's dead as well. And 23.
Mikoto canceled.
He can't 1v4. He has Thunder. Can he 1v4?
Oh, Mikoto canceled his TP.
There's the Thunder. He's trying to take down his Senior Osiris. Kiting though, turns with the kick, turns with the slow. There's nothing more to be done here for 23. Oh. He is out, 4 dead on Talon. That was a 4-man buyback. Only Mikoto able to survive on his second life as he opts out of that second attempt at a team fight. They threw everything into that.
They just one by one TP'd though on the buybacks, and Mikoto, he canceled. I guess 23 wants to really go, but Mikoto bails. Oh, devastating. Liquid, a great fight. They get the initiation this time. A beautiful jump at the start of everything there with Nisha starting on the high ground. 23 almost able to hold his ground, but not by himself.
No, not on his own in that sort of position. Far too much control from Liquid as they clean up the fight, get the creep wave coming in.
And now Mickey's hit 25 himself. This talent is insane. 80 seconds, no TB.
They'll get one set of racks for sure. How much more will they get, do you reckon, Fogs?
Pretty sure they can commit for another. They got a full minute.
The other 4 are up, though, and they do have ults. Lasso, Doom, Supernova. The boat, it is there. If Talon can get some sort of grab and a drag back.
I feel like they might go for all 3.
Jabs is out of the base.
He is.
I don't know what he was looking for up
he's
here.
Getting rooted.
I guess just trying to sort of draw attention away from the base. He'll be able to turn and get the Doom down onto Zai. Just making space, creating, making time here.
Yeah, but those aren't the building hitters. It's Nisha and Mickey who are the building hitters.
The rest of the damage is being done. He's able to get out with a blink.
Okay.
He's making them work for this.
Okay. Building, still alive, 30 seconds TB.
Mickey's diving in. Link and the Hex, jump forward from Nisha. Mikoto, who's got the blade mail out, BKB as well. He'll run back towards the fountain, but the space is made by Liquid to push on, take another set of wrecks. The chase continues up top. Zai still looking for Jab.
But the racks is all gone.
Time of it, indeed, high-fiving and such, but yeah, mega creeps are out for Liquid. And they're on to the tier 4s. We will see Talon have everyone up, because this does mean Jabs, he can't get back to the base.
No.
He cannot get back to the base with Zai staying on top of him.
And Zai is going to be able to finish him.
Would have had buyback available as well, Jabs, but he's actually a little short on the gold, 700 gold short of his own buyback. And they will eventually get him, kicking his dead body to the side there, Zai. So that's Jabs gone for 70. Mega creeps are up. The game not to finish quite yet. Talon, they'll hold us for. Liquid, they can take the sort of slow way out of this one. Back up, get the Roshan, and then probably look for the push to end it.
Yeah. Ags Roshan as well, too. They'll be able to get that. And Talon unable to make their way over there by any means versus these creeps that are pushing in. These games are wild here. Magnetized, undispellable. I mean, Liquid hitting all these super big level 25 now, too. They tried to catch his eye up top because they knew he was split. He backs away. Yeah, Mega creeps coming in. They just cheese.
Ags for Mickey.
Ags for Mickey.
All right.
Now that those buildings will drop even quicker. And he almost has Refresher. Actually, pretty much has it, though.
I know, we've seen some wild stuff from Liquid, but surely this game...
Surely this
game cannot be lost,
no,
right,
this
Bog?
one surely they've got.
Surely.
Surely.
41k lead, 44 minutes in, 40 to 15, Mega creeps out.
I mean, even Insania has Refresher, you know? Insania's got double root. Insania has an Octarine on Tree and Protector, you know? This guy's got the full luxury. Unfortunately, I mean, he's not 25, but unfortunately there is no 25 OP talent anymore. Thank God they removed that one from Tree, but whatever.
Now, I think sort of the big nemesis for Liquid, it's going to be that fountain.
It's themselves.
You know, Liquid, if we get Mickey stepping up to that fountain and he ends up in there, unacceptable. So they've got to be careful.
He doesn't want to bait his teammates either into it, because
get
then the
close to the
tidal
fountain.
waves, you know, there is quite a few things.
If we start seeing Liquid Heroes in the fountain, I feel they've only got themselves to blame.
Surely that won't happen.
I don't know.
Liquid. Trees everywhere. Can't even walk outside. Trees and traps. I don't think I've seen a tree get to this point in a while. Not since last TI, I think it was, when we had the, the Katomi and the Fishman tree AA where they had rapiers and stuff like that. I feel like you rarely see a tree get this big.
Oh, here we go. Next time, Dunsai's got his heart. So they've got all the front line in the world. They've got all the siege potential in the world. They've got everything in the world here that they need to close this game up. So let's see them do it. Liquid approaching the high ground. There's the Hex. Now, this is off on the Mikoto, but the Lotus was there before the static link. So counteracting the damage that Mickey was trying to grab. Did at least get that was the meta out for 23.
Yeah.
So meta did come out in reaction. They can just wait that out, Liquid.
Yep, if they want to be as patient as possible. Zai, waiting the wings for an opportunity. Smoked up, they're waiting to go.
I mean, I imagine they won't jump whilst meta's still up.
Halfway.
It doesn't seem necessary.
They can jump when it's, getting very
Sure,
low,
when it's
right?
towards
Like
the
once
end.
it's coming toward the end. Insania gonna try to give a bit more information, put a tree down. They're swinging their way down here. Meta. Now they can look to start jumping. It's down to less than quarter duration.
23 on the front. There's the starts to fight Zai. With the kickback, Lotus was thrown down onto 23's Put the BKB, turns over towards Zai. Caught by the Doom. The Supernova's there. Did Liquid have any way of getting across to it? The root will hold back 23, pots the Mantis, suddenly to get him back up to full HP. Instead, he stepped up into the Supernova range. He's out for 2 minutes. And now, they're going to try and push maybe down for more. The heals are there for Zai. Zai's getting saved. Mikoto pots the BKB, but Mickey is in on top of him. Mickey runs down Mikoto, takes the Kunkur out. Ollie gets back to the fountain just in time. Refresh for Mickey.
23.
Around to the BKB. 23's out. Same to be said for Jab. They're rolling into the fountain. They're looking to kill him off. Get the team wipe. There it is. GG is called. Liquid will finally be able to get themselves a win here at DreamLeague.
Yeah, and it looks like these early game type of style drafts with tons of pressure seem to be reigning supreme.